All right, so we left off at the on the popcorn. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue from there. Um, 2 gallon teas. The tea that has the ginseng in it. We had covered that before. For health and for energy, the tea works really good for that. I still have two. I use about 2 gallons every 2 weeks. Sometimes quicker than that. It just depends on how much I'm drinking. Um, but the tea is really good for energy though, and it has the ginseng in it, so it even is even better for energy because that herb adds to the energy you get. So you want to try and get the brand that has the ginseng in it, and it comes in the gallon or the close to the gallon. But you guys know what I'm talking about. The bigger tubs of tea that you can buy. I think there's sometimes like $2 or a little bit more, a little bit less, but they contain the ginseng in them, and you can use that also for your sweet tooth as well because it'll be sweet in tea. So you can drink a little bit of that whenever you get just a craving to drink something sweet. We covered the 2 loaves of bread. 2 loaves of bread. That goes with the chicken patties. That goes with the butter and the syrup. 2 loaves of whole wheat bread. 2 packages of whole wheat tortillas. Now, you can get the cheap packages of the whole wheat tortillas. You can get the store brand. Same thing with the bread. But you can use these to put your chicken patties in. Like for example, the tortillas. You put your chicken patties in there. Then you can break off pieces of the head lettuce. You can drop those in your tortilla. And then you can roll it up. What I like to do, and we're actually going to put that on the list here, is get 1 jar of salsa. 1 jar of salsa. What you do is you put the salsa in with the chicken patty. You put the shredded cheese of the 3 bags that we already talked about. You sprinkle the shredded cheese. So what you got in the tortilla? What you got in the tortilla is the chicken patty, the shredded cheese, the salsa, and then what you do is you can roll it up, or you can just leave it in there until you cook them in the microwave for about 3 to 4 minutes. And usually I can eat about 2 or 3 of those, but usually 2 will be enough to satisfy me. But so you're making like a tortilla sandwich with your chicken patties. Sprinkle the cheese on, put the salsa on top, put them in the microwave. 2 wrapped chicken sandwiches, if you want to call them, with the tortillas. Put them in the microwave, melt the cheese, do 3 minutes in there, 4 minutes, and you got yourself a nice little dinner meal. Works for me all the time. I use it all the time. So we'll add the tortillas in the jar of salsa. That will go with this list here. For that very purpose. Two packages of lunch meat. Now you can obviously, everybody knows what you do with lunch meat. You make sandwiches with that. You put the cheese on the sandwich or the mayonnaise like we listed before, or the salsa or whatever condiment you like to put on there. Just depends on what kind of condiment. Now I'm not really listing condiments in here because everybody likes a different condiment. Some people like barbecue sauce, some people like hot sauce, some people like mayonnaise. I just use mayonnaise because I use mayonnaise on my chicken sandwiches, and I also use barbecue sauce. But that's really up to the person what you want to top. Sometimes when I make chicken sandwiches, I will use the barbecue sauce instead of the salsa and instead of the mayonnaise. So a person can, if they like barbecue, and some people don't, barbecue sauce, you can do that. So we got the lunch meat, 2 packages of lunch meat. We got 2 packages of sliced cheese. Now this is more for the bread than anything, not really the tortillas, but obviously when you make the chicken sandwich with the bread, when you put the head lettuce and the mayonnaise, you can also add a piece of sliced cheese on top of the chicken patty. So then you got yourself a real genuine chicken sandwich with cheese. Really good, and cheese and mayonnaise, really good. And you can make 1 or 2 of those, whatever it is, how much you want to eat. We got 1 gallon of milk. Now, the milk, like I said, for people who have sensitive stomach, they can get the 1% like I do. There's also the 2% in the whole milk. It's really up to the person, you know, whichever one you want to go with. But 1 gallon of milk, that should last for at least a week, sometimes more, depending on how often you drink it, who's drinking it, and how often. Store brand, okay, 2 store brand boxes of cereal. Now those should be primarily, you know, if you can, if you can, if you want to get the regular brands, if you just can't stand the taste of some of the store brands, then that's understandable. Two boxes of regular brand cereal is not going to break the bank. Um, they do have the store brands, the off brands. You can use those. You can save yourself like close to $2 a box when you do that. Um, but anyway, two boxes of cereal. One, okay, and you obviously know what you do with the cereal. You add the milk to it and you eat it for breakfast or when you have a sweet tooth or for whatever. It comes in really handy though as like an extra thing that you can do sometimes when you're not in the mood for the Pop-Tarts, you know. 196 fluid ounce container of 100% pure apple juice. Now, that's 3 quarts, or you know, however you want to look at it, but the big tubs of apple juice, but it has to be 100% apple juice. But apple juice is really important for the body because it has a chemical that's inside of it, which actually helps cleanse the body from parasites and things like that. It's also just really healthy for you in general. You get vitamin C with it and whatnot. But I drink apple juice when I'm sick or things like that, or just to drink it, period. But it comes in really handy when you're sick, apple juice. Makes you feel better because it cleanses out your blood a little bit in your body because of the chemical that it has within it. I think the chemical is called pectin, although I could be wrong on that. It might be a pectate or something like that, but it's a chemical that helps to cleanse out the body. And apples naturally contain this chemical within them, and other natural chemicals as well that also help to kind of detox and cleanse your body out. But so 196 fluid ounce container of 100% pure apple juice. Okay, 1 small package of baby carrots. Now you can get those pretty cheap. We're gonna go on to the next video here.